What's up everyone and welcome back to the City Insider. Today let's get started with Milan have Sergio Gomez on their radar. The nature of football is unpredictable, and that is why preparing for situations in advance is always recommended, such as the potential departure of star players. Calcio Mercato report that Milan have Sergio Gomez on their radar, a left-back who established himself at Anderlecht and then moved to Manchester City for €15 million, where he is now struggling to get starts. The arrival of Josko Gvardiol as the most expensive defender in the history of football has further limited his playing, and for this reason it is possible that he will leave either in January or next summer. Due to his characteristics, young age, and potential, the 23-year-old could represent the ideal profile for Milan, who are known to be in the market for a deputy to Theo Hernandez. City could open to the sale of Gomez in the face of an offer of €18 to €20 million. In addition to being the deputy, the former Barcelona man could be the heir to Theo Hernandez, who could leave. Watch out for PSG in the event of an irrefutable offer. Walker breaks silence on his clash with Arsenal coach. Manchester City defender Kyle Walker has spoken out after his clash with Arsenal coach Nicolas Jova following their loss to the Gunners before the international break. Walker was approached by Jova for a handshake after the game, but he declined and confronted the Gunners coach, who had previously worked with them at City. This confrontation led to a heated altercation, and the defender has now addressed what transpired between them. Walker has acknowledged that he allowed the defeat to get the better of him and possibly overreacted. He also stated his intention to apologize to the coach for the incident. The defender said, as quoted by The Sun, "I don't like losing. A couple of matches before, Nico did not want to shake hands when we beat them. When we lost, he wanted to shake my hand, and I did not take it lightly. I will probably reach out to him. It was probably a bit too much. It was a big match there, and losing in the way we did and so late on hurt." Peroni loan may need looking at. Manchester City youngster Maxi Peroni is yet to impress on loan at Spanish club Las Palmas, playing just a testimonial role at best. That's according to AS, who say the surprise deal at the end of the transfer window is yet to work out for any of the relevant parties. The Argentine joined Las Palmas on loan for the season in the hope of getting regular playing time and developing his game away from the Etihad, where playing time wasn't on offer. He arrived in Gran Canaria looking for the role he had lost in England, where he has barely featured since signing for Manchester City 8 months ago. The belief was that Las Palmas' style of play suited him like a glove, as they play a style similar to that of Guardiola's, based on Barcelona of old, looking to dominate the game through possession. A one-year loan, without anything further, seemed the best solution for the player. Las Palmas acquired a player who was hungry, and Manchester City considered him a big prospect. They were delighted to get such a player, particularly as he'd once been linked to Real Madrid, but that's quickly dissipating as there have hardly been any glimpses of the Argentine since his arrival. At the moment Peroni is playing a testimonial role at best, even in the last few games when Jonathan Vieira has been left on the bench. The midfielder has only been able to show flashes of what he can offer, and the bench awaits him again after the international break when Las Palmas take on Rayo Vallecano. He'll be a luxury substitute and has to keep working to get himself into the picture, with his loan deal yet to work out how he or Manchester City would have planned. Manchester City lead race for Chelsea left-back. Premier League champions Manchester City are expected to lead the race for an in-demand Chelsea left-back should he become available, according to a recent report. The latest development on the transfer scene at the Etihad Stadium concerns the former Burnley loanee Ian Maatsen, who impressed onlookers with his performances under Vincent Kompany in their 100-point championship season of 2022-23, since being retained by Mauricio Pochettino for the ongoing season, and having snubbed interest from Turf Moor over a permanent deal during the recent summer market. Maatsen has registered a total of 8 appearances across all competitions for Chelsea. However, his 6 appearances in the Premier League have amounted to just 83 minutes of on-field action in total, and his concerning contractual situation at Chelsea means his future with the club is far from certain. As such, there has been plenty of speculation concerning a possible future move, and Manchester City have become the latest club to be linked with a level of interest in the Netherlands youth international. That is according to the information of TeamTalk, who claim that Premier League duo Manchester City and West Ham are expected to lead the race to sign Ian Maatsen if his Stamford Bridge future continues to be in doubt by the end of 2023. As it stands, the 21-year-old will be out of contract at Chelsea at the end of the ongoing season, with sources indicating to TeamTalk that there is intent at Manchester City around finding new options for the left-back spot. With regards to Maatsen, The report claims that the highly rated versatile defender is on the Premier League champions watch list, with his attributes and profile of real intrigue to recruitment staff at the Etihad Stadium. Dan Bardell reacts to rumours of Aston Villa signing Phillips. There is absolutely no need for Manchester City midfielder Calvin Phillips to join Aston Villa this January, according to Dan Bardell. As reported by 90 Minutes, the 16th of October, the England international is being monitored by a number of Premier League clubs this winter, with the villains joining Newcastle and Tottenham. While German giants Bayern Munich have made contact with the club, his move from Leeds to the Etihad has not been a huge success. Phillips can boast just 26 appearances for Pep Guardiola's side since joining, many of these being from the bench. However, he remains a regular for Gareth Southgate and his quality is apparent, even if not displayed frequently. Bardell does not see Phillips leaving Manchester this January, but also claims that the 27-year-old doesn't have a space in Unai Emery's squad, while Yuri Tielemans, Boubacar Kamara, and Douglas Luiz remain. Speaking exclusively to Villa News, Bardell said, "I don't see Calvin Phillips moving at all until at least the summer. I don't think Manchester City would let anyone go in January. Although they did let Joao Cancelo go last winter, he'll obviously need to go in the summer because even when Rodri isn't playing, Phillips doesn't get a game. It's pretty clear and obvious that Guardiola doesn't fancy him. 2 years ago I would have absolutely loved him at Villa. He was the exact type of player that we needed. But if you look at it now, Tielemans isn't getting games as first choice anytime soon. It's purely Kamara and Luiz, if Villa were to bring in another central midfield player than what they already have. On current form, Phillips isn't as good. He doesn't have the same skill set the others have. They can both receive the ball with their back to goal, they can both turn and are nimble. They do everything a midfield partnership should do. As long as those two and Tielemans are there, I'd say there's absolutely no need for Phillips in the Villa squad because he doesn't have the profile, which is an amazing thing to say. The main thing for him is that he doesn't actually need to move to be selected for England because Southgate's going to pick him anyway." And that's the end of this video. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to support me.